and today I am going to bring you a couple of videos, and the first video is the Booktube Newbie Tag. And now I saw this tag a few months ago and I was considering doing it, and then I for some reason didn't, and then I just got tagged by the awesome Tiffany over on the Crafty Home, and I love her channel, and so I will link hers down below, so you should go check her out. So I'm really excited about doing this tag, so let's get started. Question 1 is, why did you start this channel? So I found Booktube a few months ago when they were doing the Booktube-a-thon, and I started watching a couple channels and then got into a little bit more, and there was just one day I was thinking, I'm like, I love books, I love talking about books, so why shouldn't I make videos? So I considered it for a couple of weeks. It was seriously one of those things like, do I want to do it? Do I not? Then I just thought, you know what? I'm just gonna do it, and if I hate it, then I hate it, and if I enjoy it, then I enjoy it. And I have absolutely loved making videos. I love talking about them, and I love hearing people's comments and meeting new people that I wouldn't have normally met if I didn't make videos. So I'm very excited about starting my channel and the success that it's had. You know, like, I never thought that I would be at 50 subscribers, and I've been doing it for about a month and a half, and it's so thankful for the people that have supported me, and I'm excited to see where this goes. So question 2 is, let's see, what are some fun and unique things that you can bring to your channel, I don't necessarily think that my videos are very unique. I think my voice and my personality is just unique, and I try not to force the funniness or force the singing or whatever, because this really is, if you're wondering, is she really like that in life? If we were sitting beside each other, not beside each other because that's just awkward, if we were sitting across from each other drinking some coffee, would she be singing? Would she be making these funny voices, making these funny faces? And the answer is yes. And I think that brings a unique air, a unique aspect to the video. Third question, why do you love reading? Oh my goodness, where to begin? Where to begin? Because I think the thing that I love the most is that I can be sitting on my couch at home, and then I get to read something and it transports me to another world, to another era, to another place, to be something different. And it's just, you get to go on these adventures and meet new people and hear new things, and it's just amazing. And I just love story, and I love people's stories, and I love diving into a new story and to meet new and to learn new things. And you can read wherever, you know, like I learned early on that you don't go anywhere without a book, because you never know what's going to happen. And those times that I forget to put my book in my purse are the times when I get stuck in traffic for 3 hours and I have nothing to do, or I have to wait in line for something or whatever, you know. And so it's just like, you can put a book in your purse, or you know, carry a book on your phone or whatever, and if life happens, then you have something to pass the time, you know, that enriches your mind, and it's just good. And I love that reading, it really is one of those hobbies and those things that it really does make you smarter, you know. And yeah, there's some of the stuff that I read isn't like the hardest stuff to read, you know. It's not like I'm reading Moby Dick every time, you know, learning, you know, 5,000 million different words, but it you know, like, it just sharpens your mind, and just love that reading makes you smarter. And yeah, okay. I think I've covered question 3 fairly well. So question 4, is, what are you most excited about in this new channel? I love making videos, and I love talking about the books that I'm reading and watching other people's videos and finding new books that I wouldn't normally have ever read. Like, half the stuff that I've read this year alone, I would not have picked up if I didn't know about Booktube. You know, like, for instance, like this one's just behind me. I would have never picked up this book, Lies of Locke Lamora. Haven't read it yet, but I picked it up because it was on, I just had it. Books and Junk channel. She talks about this a lot, and it just sounds amazing. I would not have picked this up if it wouldn't have been for Booktube, and so I think that's the thing that I'm most excited about, is getting to continue to talk about books and meeting new people and finding new books that I wouldn't normally read and going outside of the genre that I was stuck in. Question 5 is what book or series got you into reading? This is the book that got me into reading in the very beginning, and that's Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. This was the first book I remember reading by myself, and my parents got me a subscription to Dr. Seuss. I got a new Dr. Seuss book every single month, and then I remember reading all throughout like my entire childhood. I was reading some book or another, and I started reading the Sweet Valley twin books, and those got me through like my adolescence, my early adolescence, you know, middle school, got me through that. And then for a couple years I kind of dropped off with the reading. I think high school was a lot harder than I was anticipating, so it took me a lot longer to do my homework and all that, so I didn't read a whole lot. And then come my junior year when the Harry Potter books had just come out, and my friend told me I had to read the first Harry Potter book, and I didn't want to, but I did, and I'm so glad I did. Number 6, what questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? I think a lot of the questions that I've had have been answered recently, that some of the more experienced and better known booktubers have made videos on, you know, advice for new booktubers, and so I watched all of those, and I think most of my questions have been answered. So the last question is, what challenges to starting a new booktube channel do you think will be the hardest to overcome? So what challenges? You know, when you make a video, you want people to watch it, and you want it to be good, and you want people to comment, and you want people to subscribe, and I was really afraid that no one was going to watch my videos, and that I was just going to be doing this, and I was going to have my one lone subscriber of my awesome friend who made a YouTube channel just so she could subscribe to my channel. You know, I was like, okay, I'll have her, and that's amazing. But then it just slowly, it worked, and it's still a fear. It's like, you go on and just like, oh, no one commented on my video. It's so sad. But one of the pieces of advice that I got from the videos that I watched of starting a booktube channel is that you don't do it for subscribers. You do it because you love books and you love putting out content. And that is something I have to remind myself every time I upload a video, is that I'm doing this because I love books and I love talking to the people that comment. Yeah, I think, and also is breaking into the fact that I wanted people to know my beliefs and where I stood on, you know, Christianity and all that, but I didn't ever want it to be something that I'm throwing in other people's faces, because I don't want people to think that I am gonna preach at them on my videos, because I'm not. That it's not why I'm doing it, but to know who I am and what I believe in. And so I think I've done a decent job of bringing that into my videos in a way that is not, you know? And so that was really hard for me, because I wanted people to know who I was, and that is a big part of me. So, alright, thanks guys for watching. I am going to tag a couple people, but I don't know who, so I'm going to leave their channels down below, so go check that out, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Bye! I don't think I will ever stop doing this, even though I don't want to be waving and buying at the end of my video.